Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about, so I was reading up. I actually avoid usually what's going on in the world. It's how I keep my peace. And I don't care that much. There's always going to be something going on, so why do I need to hear about it? And I just know how the media works. It lies a lot, and there's 6 sides to every story, and people are going to believe the worst case scenario because it's more entertaining. And I just feel like social media has ruined a lot of people's peace, and that people used to have so much more peace, less anxiety, because it's just like we just get too much information that we don't need to know about, that we didn't have before social media. Now with social media, it's just like you can be stressed out about something at all times, or just have strong opinions about something that you don't need to have strong opinions about. Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just wanted to tell you about something super exciting. I came out with my own hair growth oil and body oil. Boom! Handmade, literally handmade by me. You can check it out on my website. It's so it comes as a hair growth oil that I've been using on my own hair for years, made of extra virgin olive oil and rosemary. I've been using this mixture on my hair for years, and now you can purchase it from me if you'd like. And I also came out with a rose and olive oil body oil that I've been using on my skin for years. And you need this set if you want long, flowing, silky hair, and if you want it to swing like mine. My hair, I mean, it's in a ponytail, but you guys, my hair is really long, like touches my butt, and it's just been growing. It's been on Pocahontas. The hair has been on Pocahontas as of late. And yeah, if you want your hair to swing like mine, you want your hair to grow in super, really, I'm in Napoli, Italy, and it's just always crazy here, so. But anyways, if you want your hair to be swinging long and flowy, you need my hair growth oil. I've been using this for years on my hair, and then olive oil that I've been using on my body for years for super luxurious, soft, supple skin. I'll put it down below. And I also came out with a mask. If you want to get my mask, my turmeric honey saffron mask that I've been using on my skin for years. Both are available on my website. And I think there's some left. When it's sold out, it's sold out, because I'm making these myself, so I could only make so much, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll put the link down below if you guys want to purchase my handmade body oils and hair growth oil, or my mask. And now let's get into the video, because I have a lot. The stuff I watch is like skydiving videos, because I'm a skydiver and I watch people playing the piano and stuff like that. But I have been doing a little bit of, I've been watching a little bit the Andrew Tate case. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because when I was watching it today, I was just thinking of so many things. I was like, this could have been avoided here. This could have been avoided here. This could have been avoided here. And I was like, I should make a video about this, being that I'm the Supreme Traveler. I have given myself the title of Supreme Traveler, self-entitled. Mary Jane, the Supreme Traveler. I want it written on my passport, because I've been to 125 countries, which puts me in the top 1% of people who visited most of the world before. I will visit every country next year. I will complete that goal. And I've been traveling consistently. I've been traveling consistently without stopping for 7 years. I lived in China for 3 years. I've lived back and forth between Dubai and Paris. I've done it all when it comes to traveling. And I have a lot of advice, because I was looking at the Andrew Tate case, like, this is just a series of bad decisions on his side as well as the female's side. And I just think that I have advice, and you need to take my advice because I am kidding. But yeah, if you are a young person traveling, even if you're not a young person traveling, if you want to become a traveler, if you haven't traveled before, or even if you are already a traveler, you need to take my advice about traveling, because this will keep you from so much trouble. Trust me, When you are in a foreign country, you are not at home anymore. Just know that. You are not in your own country where, I don't know, you're in someone else's territory. You're on someone else's land. That's why you need a passport, because it's like a ticket that's allowing you to be somewhere where you don't belong. So you can get in a lot of trouble traveling abroad. And I know this video is titled, I think I'm going to title it something like Advice for Girls Traveling, but this is for guys too. This is definitely for guys, because I know guys can get in a lot of trouble easily, especially now in 2023, because men don't really have a leg to stand on. If a woman decides to say this and this and this, the woman is usually going to be believed. And I have been around females plenty of times who have been plotting on men before. I have been around females who've been plotting on men. And I mean, I'm somebody who's been plotted on before. We're gonna make up this scenario about her, you know? And but especially men, they don't have a leg to stand on. And I've been around females before that have literally been plotting on, I'm gonna do this and this and this to him because they've been rejected, and females do not like rejection. Females don't want to be rejected, especially if that female feels like she's it. You know what I mean? Like a less confident female may take it better, but not confidence, the wrong word, but a female who thinks she can have any man, I'm whoever, any man, every man wants me. I'm it, you know? So those kind of women being rejected, it does not turn out good. And a lot of women are just looking for money. Like I said, I've been around so many females that I've heard plots going on. It never escalated to the Andrew Tate situation. But I've been around plenty of females that were literally plotting. And I don't think they went through with it. Maybe they did, maybe they don't, because I don't know, because I head for the hills. I distance myself from literally everyone because I have so many trust issues, and people are crazy. People are crazy. Just know that. People are nuts, and they are willing to do anything, especially when we live in a viral era. And people will just go off the deep end and can do so much damage, aka the Andrew Tate situation. So I just wanted to sit and talk about it today. I'm not really on anybody's side. I'm not really on the female side. I'm not really on Andrew Tate's side. Of course, I'm not in the situation, and I don't know any of these people. I'm just watching like scenarios about the case, which is rare. Like I said, I don't pay attention to other people's business. I mind my own. I very much mind my own, and I live in this little Hi, Theos, my earring fell out. Yeah, I live in a Mary Jane sized bubble, and it's just me and God traveling the world. I'm just like, huh? I don't know. I don't watch other people's business online. I'm sorry, that's not how I spend my life. I'm enjoying my everyday. I'm working. I'm doing me. Opinions about how you can avoid stuff you should avoid as male and female travelers. So let's get into it. I'd rather stay to myself than be in scenarios that are not favorable to me. So I do not go out drinking. I do not go out and get drunk. I don't hang out with people I don't know, and I do not have careless sex. And I think that you should do the same thing, especially if you're traveling. Okay, so downstairs, don't sit in the room all day. Sit downstairs and talk with us and have a drink. They'll offer you alcohol, and sometimes you wake up and you've been sex trafficked. And this is very popular, or there's a million ways you can sex traffic somebody, but that's a popular way. And there's just so many scenarios in where you can get in trouble when you're traveling abroad. So my advice would be, do not drink when you're traveling. I mean, I know that's almost like the impossible question, but I do it. I don't drink. I've never been drunk in my life. And I'm not saying you should never drink, but when you're traveling, I mean, I would tell you what the hell is that? When you're traveling, do not drink. Like, especially if you're traveling alone. Are you kidding me? If you're traveling alone, do not drink. If you're traveling with somebody else, okay, then one of you don't drink, or you know what I mean, or something, because there's just so many scenarios where you can get in serious trouble because you don't know what you're drinking. I've had friends that have been drugged before in foreign countries. 3 of my friends, not friends, people I've known of, have been drugged in Mexico before. And sometimes it's not even by a foreign person. Sometimes it's by the person you're with. There was just that case broke my heart, of the girl who got killed by her friends in Mexico. It was, I can't remember her name, but I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. It was a young lady, I can't remember her name, but she was killed and beat up by her friends in Mexico. And then her friends had the nerve to go back and tell her parents, oh, she got drunk and something else happened to her, but it was discovered that her friends killed her. And this is what I mean by not trusting people and staying to myself. Sometimes it be your own friends, when you're out, that are plotting on you and you don't even know it. And you should really be extra vigilant when you're traveling. Extra vigilant, more than you are when you're in your own hometown, which is where most of the crime happens. It's ironic because people will sit and tell you about when you're traveling you need to be safe, but most crime happens to people in their hometowns. When you're watching the news, it's not a bunch of travelers being hurt. It's people, everyday people in their hometowns. But it just is more scary when you're traveling, I guess, and it's more of a big deal. But yeah, definitely trouble is out here. If you go looking for it, it's right there. You can find it easily when you're traveling. Easily. So one thing I do to stay out of trouble is I say no to everyone on a daily basis. Maybe, let's just say, what number do I want to give? Maybe 6 or 7, okay? Maybe 6 or 7 people invite me out places every single day. I'm in Italy right now. Every single day, some guy is inviting me out to a party or a club, or asking me on a date, or asking to have coffee every day. And I say no to literally everyone. Every single person who asks me to do anything when I travel, the answer is no. The answer is no. The answer is no. Barcelona is one of those cities where someone's inviting you to some party or some club every day. I'm in Barcelona a lot. I go there all the time. And it's like a party city. There's every night, there's some club, some party. Every day I'm in Barcelona, people ask me, you want to go out drinking, especially skydiving, because I skydive in Barcelona. And so when you skydive professionally, I mean, people who have our skydiving license, what you do is you go to the drop zone early in the day, maybe around 8. You spend the entire day skydiving, because if you're going to go skydiving, it's always far away from the city. It's really far. You're not going to go there, jump once and go home. You go there, you might jump 6 or 7 times, depending on the manifest and how many times how many people they have there that day. You hang out, you eat, you hang out with your friends, and you go home at nighttime. We don't go jump, go home. It's like you spend the whole day jumping. So I would go skydiving all the time. Afterward, it's always, let's all go out for drinks. Everybody, the whole drop zone goes out for drinks. Never. Never. They always call me the girl that doesn't like anybody, because I don't hang out or talk to anybody. I stay in my own little bubble. And I say to myself, I don't go out drinking with anyone. I don't go to any parties. I don't go to any clubs. And when I tell you, I have avoided so much freaking trouble, I can't even explain it to you. Because I'm telling you, when you're traveling, you need to be on your P's and Q's. Guess who's protecting me when I'm in these countries? Me. Nobody else. Nobody. If something happens to me, if someone steals something from me, if someone gets me drunk or something, who's supposed to come save me? Okay? It's just MJ. So absolutely not. No. You think that I'm going to impair my decision-making device, which is my brain? Plus, I also don't drink in general. I mean, I don't drink or smoke anything, but still, if I did, I would not be doing it while I'm traveling abroad. And let me tell you something, sometimes it be your own friends. Like, I'm not trying to be one of those people who's just like, I really do have trust issues though. I don't really trust anybody. I don't trust anybody. Like, people switch up on you quickly, and you never know somebody's motives or intentions. You really don't. You do not know anyone's motives or intentions. I know my grandma instilled this into me at a young age. She said that one of her close friends was ruined forever. Her own friends gave her fentanyl one night, and now she she's messed up in the brain. She needs her parents to take care of her. She needs help walking. Her own friends that she had in high school, her whole high school experience, took her out partying one night, and they gave her fentanyl, and it messed her up, and she's messed up to this day. My grandma told me that story so many times, and she had so many stories like that, and she always told me, growing up, my grandma always said, Mary Jane, if you have a drink, I don't care if you're with the girl you trust so much or the guy you trust so much, you never take your eyes off your drink. Even if you have a bottle of water, you go to the bathroom, you pretend that you're drinking that water still. Just throw it in the trash. Anybody gives you any drink, say thank you. Fake sip it. She said you never take your eyes off your drink. I don't care if you think that you know these girls. People usually 90%, okay, I don't want to say 90%. A large percent of people don't want what's best for you. And I'm sorry to put it that way, but it's so true. And I know that in this world, people will smile on your face, people will call you this, and then they're plotting on you. Trust me, I've been on the receiving end so many times. People are plotting on your downfall. They're waiting. They want anything they can get to make a story about you, to tell lies about you, to try and bring you down. It does not breed it breeds a lot of trouble. Let me put it that way. A lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I have talked to many very famous, okay, not many is an exaggeration, but some famous people, wildly famous, ridiculously famous people have DM'd me on Instagram before, and we've talked through DMs, and it's always like a man trying to hit on me, and I'm talking super, super, super famous men before have. And I'm the type of person that will reply with like a deep question, and I always ask these guys, out of all the girls you have throwing themselves at you, you could have any woman, you're still looking. You're still looking. You might have had, to these men, I can't even count how many times you've probably had sex with beautiful women just throwing themselves at you whenever you want it, and these men are not fulfilled in the slightest, and you're still looking. I'm talking crazy famous, like some of the most famous men on the planet. I was looking through on Instagram DMs, and I'm like, I'm always that person who goes in for the deep question, and you're still not fulfilled, and you can have anyone, and you probably have had anyone. Probably have had sex with so many girls, so many. They're not full in the slightest. They're still looking. They feel hopeless. And they're not full or fulfilled at all from all the casual sex that they have and all the sex that they've had. So listen to this advice from your good sis, Mary Jane. Listen to me. Are you listening? Don't have casual sex. Just don't. Being from someone or I don't want to say that. Let's not say that, but just don't. You will save yourself so much trouble. I used to live in Shanghai, and I remember Shanghai is the city with the most, one of the cities in the world with the largest amount of millionaires. Shanghai is a widely successful city where people go who they have a lot of money. So there's a lot of millionaires in Shanghai, a lot, and billionaires. Women know this. So women flock to Shanghai, okay? Like birds looking for those millionaires. And I've met so many of them casually. I've never had casual sex before. People who have had lots of casual sex, they all wish they hadn't. They all wish, listen to me. They all wish they had not, and they had saved themselves for somebody who loves them. I'm telling you, listen to me. They all wish they could take it back, and they could have waited to be within a marriage and be with a man that loves them, or vice versa for the man to be in a marriage and be with a woman that loves them. Only. Let me tell you this. Nobody feels fulfilled, courageous, powerful, confident, manly, or womanly from having lots of casual sex or having it at all. It is a quick high. It's a very quick high. You feel good for a couple minutes or a couple seconds, then it's over. And then you usually feel bad about it. So listen to me, young men. Listen to me, young women. Save yourselves. Do not wait. If the best scenario would be that you wait till that you're married inside, let me tell you how fulfilling and how pure and how good and how peaceful you will be with that decision. You're not missing anything by not having random sex with random people. It does not make anyone happy or manly or womanly or confident. Even, I'm telling you, I talked to some of the biggest stars in the world, men, just through DMs, because they've DM'd me before on Instagram. And I'm always the one that gives the deep question. Why are you reaching out to me? You know you could have any woman. And you're not fulfilled. You're still searching, which is why I'll never be with you. But you're still searching. That's crazy. You got all the money in the world, any girl you could have, and you're still searching. And you've had all the sex and you're miserable. Miserable, these guys are, telling you. And they're so miserable that they have to keep looking for more drugs, more sex, more drugs, more sex, because they're just so empty from the way that they've been living. I'm telling you, trust me. Talk to them. And so, like I was saying about Shanghai, a lot of girls go to Shanghai looking for the millionaires. It's a lot of millionaires there. And the millionaires are the same. They feel the same. They feel the same. Dang. These people just want my money. And dang, I've had so much sex with these girls and I've given myself to all these people. I'm just so empty and drained and I don't feel good about myself. And I'm bruised, I'm used and abused. Trust me. Avoid getting into sexual altercations with people you don't know or just casual people, especially while you're traveling. Do not drink. Do not get in a scenario where you know, trust me girls, we know when a man is trying to have sex with us. Don't be naive. Do not get yourself in a situation, because I've been in these situations. Not me, but I've been very close to them where I'm abroad and I'm with a female and the female's like, oh, these guys want to hang out with us. And I'm just like, I don't think we should. And we go hang out with the guys and we get into a bad situation because the guys were expecting something. But we want to go back to our hotel. But the guys paid for dinner. So guys are saying, hold on. What do you mean you want to go back to your hotel? We paid for dinner. We want to have sex. And these are just situations you should not get in. Trust me. I've been in situations in Mexico, also in some other places where I was with another girl, because I would never say yes to anything. I don't say yes. The answer is no to everyone. Broad stroke, no. I hang out with the people I know, the people I trust, which are like 2 people. The rest of the time I'm alone. And I stay in major hotels. I don't stay in little back alley hotels, and I change hotels about every 2 days. Here's a piece of advice that you won't hear from Andrew Tate, that you'll hear from the supreme traveler, which is Mary Jane. Keep your genitals in your pants. Sex is not fulfilling to anyone. It's just a quick high because people are feeling empty and people want to feel loved in any way they can get it. They'll go to drugs, they'll go to alcohol, they'll go to Instagram likes. They will do anything to feel that some high, some surge. They're searching for, people just want to be loved. So they're searching for quick little highs of it, but it's not fulfilling at all. And people always feel bad about it in the end. I'm telling you, you do not need to have casual sex at all. Save yourself. You will be so happy and so fulfilled. I can't even explain it to you. The more you save yourself. If you can wait till marriage, you are amazing. But wait for somebody who loves you within a marriage. You're giving your body to that person in the most intimate way. Whew. And listen to me, you're keeping yourself out of trouble. And don't drink. Do not be in scenarios like, say you're with your girls, right? Say you're traveling and you're abroad and your girls are like, oh, let's go hang out with these guys that I know. Maybe one girl knows the guy and there's a bunch of other guys. Say no, say no, say no. I've been in those scenarios so many times. Always turns out bad. Always turns out bad. And I'm telling you something, there are some crazy, crazy women out here that will make up anything. And they'll be believed too. So just avoid it, men and women. Just avoid it. You don't know these girls, and it's that, especially if you're popular, especially if you have a following on the internet. Oof, it's a breeding ground for people to make up stuff about you. Breeding ground, because all I have to do is, oh, this guy rejected me, or this guy looked at me wrong, or this guy wasn't as serious as they thought. Case closed. That man's in trouble for the rest of his life. It's a done bun. The dude's in trouble for the rest of his life. That's all I have to say. So that's how easy it is for girls these days, because they're the ones believed. And you don't really see a lot of girls going to jail for lying that such and such did such and such to them. But the guy's reputation is ruined forever, because who's going to stand by that guy when there's a girl saying that somebody raped her? So these guys, I just don't understand how they put themselves in these scenarios. Don't put anything past any woman. Don't put anything past any woman. Like, she would never do this to me. You gotta ask God who you can trust. That's what I do. I immediately ask God, can I trust this person? I know I have crazy spidey senses, but if they're not acting right, can you tell me if I can trust this person or not? I remember when I was dating my man, we put each other through so many tests, and we even admitted it to each other. Like, I was testing you here, and I was like, I was testing you here, and he's like, I was testing you here, and I was like, I was testing you here, and he was like, I was testing you here, because we were so scared, because we knew, you know, what goes on in this crazy world, guys and girls. Because the truth is, there are sex traffickers out here, you know, there are, but there's also a lot of lying women. So my advice is, be the most chill, smartest person in the room. Meaning, say no to everyone. No. Because I'm telling you, I know people who travel that the travel life for them is party, club, drunk. Party, club, drunk. Sex with this guy, sex with that guy. You hooked up with this one, you hooked up with that one. You got drunk every single weekend. You're at this club, you're at that club. And I'm telling you, they're miserable. They're miserable. That's why they're living that way. I know them. They're miserable. I'm telling you. It's not fulfilling. It's not the life. drink lemon water like your girl. This is the closest thing I'm getting to alcohol is lemon water. Say no to everyone who's asking you out to clubs and parties. You don't know those people. Hang with people you know. Or if you're with your friends, go, but stay you and your friends. Don't drink and don't take drinks from anybody. I don't care if you trust these people. I remember, okay, I'm not gonna tell that story because I don't know if the person's watching the video, whatever, but I remember I was picked up by someone one time to go to the airport, which was really weird for me because I never get picked up, and they're like, oh, I brought you a coffee. I was like, thank you. You drink the coffee like that. You think I'm drinking that coffee? First of all, I don't drink coffee, but it could have been water. It could have been anything. I'm not drinking anything anyone gives me. Are you nuts? So I can be knocked out in the back of a truck somewhere on the way to, I don't know, some random island to be sex trafficked? No. Or vice versa. I don't trust females. I really don't. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not saying that this is a perfect way to live, but I just don't. I just think there's so many crazy ones out there. Obviously not all, because I don't think I'm a crazy female. So not all of them, but there's a lot. There's enough that avoiding them is a good idea. Guys, be vigilant, be smart. Don't have casual sex. And it's scary because, I mean, I have a lot of brothers. And like, I'm always like, you gotta be so careful, man. Especially being that they're black. You know, and if someone says a black man did something, can ruin your whole life, your entire career, your reputation, everything. So just be smart and don't have casual sex. I'm telling you, it's not fulfilling to anyone. Nobody says my life is so good because I have casual sex all the time and I do drugs and I drink and I club and they're miserable. It's quite the opposite. They're miserable. That's why they're doing it. They're looking, they're constantly, they're unsettled. They're not okay. So it's like this constant search for fulfillment, quick jolts of feeling good because people are really looking to be loved, but they think it's unattainable. I'm telling you, listen, this is a gem. Nobody wants to have casual sex. People want to be loved. They think it's too hard. They think that they're not really going to get it. But a quick way to feel good is, yeah, let's have somebody touch me and kiss me and have sex with me. And it feels like love while it's happening in a weird way to them. But it's not. You feel even worse when it's over. Especially the more you accumulate, you know? The more numbers of people you accumulate. So to stay out of trouble, Andrew Tate could have stayed out of trouble by not having casual sex with women. Not just inviting any woman to your house because you have a lot of money. Try to find a good woman. If you can't, stay to yourself. Until you do, ask for God to send you one. Until then, stay to yourself. Don't let people have access to you. I don't let anybody have access to me. Even though people still stalk the crap out of me. I've been stalked and being stalked in real time. There are many people who stalk me. Try to come find me where I am. This happens all the time. Which is why I always post when I leave. I always post content when I leave. So if I'm in Paris, I'm posting Paris when I'm leaving Paris. I never tell people where I actually am. Especially on the internet. Are you nuts? I don't understand how people put in their Instagram bio, currently in, like you'll see a pin and it's like currently in. I'm like, why would you want people to know where you are? And I know some brands, when they reach out to you, the way they want to know where you are, tell the brand individually when they DM you. If a brand messages me like, oh, where are you? We want to do a video with you. I tell the brand directly. So I don't know why people need to put currently in their Instagram bio. It drives me nuts. Like, what? And people who put their kids on the internet, okay, let's not get into all that because I could go on for hours. But the internet's a crazy place. People are nuts. People are crazy. Just know that. Protect yourself. Stop looking for quick jolts of love like drugs, alcohol, clubbing, a man putting his hands all over you. And you're a girl, and for a moment, it may feel good. Because in the moment it feels like, oh, this person likes me so much, but it's not true. The person is using your body for personal pleasure. Do not have casual sex. Men. Keep yourself out of this trouble with these crazy women who will destroy your career and then go to sleep happy at night because they don't care. They're not the ones in trouble. Or even female to female like me. I've been in some crazy scenarios. Women are trying to take me down and they'll smile in your face. They're plotting. They want you dead. They want you in jail. They want you miserable like them. Stay out of trouble, people. Do the Mary Jane method. It's a broad stroke no. I did not come to this location to hang out with strangers. I came here to enjoy the food, the scenery, to have nice dinners, to have, you know what I mean? But you can be by yourself or with the people you came with. Either or not, I'm not saying I'm a saint at all. I think we all like I said, I don't think the world is split into good and bad people. I really don't. I think we're all capable of good and bad, all of us. And stupidity, because I've done a lot of stupid stuff, which is why I'm so glad God exists and I can ask for forgiveness and he will forgive me. It's amazing. But I'm saying I've learned a lot. I've learned so much. So I'm here giving you the advice that I've learned and you should take it and listen to me, especially if you're young, early 20s, whatever. You can just avoid a lot of trouble, guys. And girls, stop searching so hard for these quick jolt fulfillments.